Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, and I promised you guys to show you some apps and website and some little tricks with those apps and websites to plan your travel, do your travel month or any traveling general. So here's the first one. So the first one is sleeping, and I want to start off with couch surfing. I never did couch surfing before, I have to be honest. I'm not really convinced to do it because I heard some good stories, some bad stories, but it is a really cheap way to travel. Couch surfing, you can have a really great experience and meet wonderful new people, but it also can go bad and that the person is not reliable and then you don't have a place to sleep. So be really careful when you use couch surfing that the person is reliable and that you find the right place to sleep. So it's up to you guys to use that one. I never did it before, so there's not much I can tell about it. Next up is Airbnb. It's actually a great thing, especially when you're in group. When you're alone, it's not always cheaper than a hotel. What you have to keep in mind for this one is that afterwards you have to pay extra also for cleaning, but it's great and cheap when you're in a group because you rent kind of like a house and it's pretty easy because if everyone pitch in, it can come out cheaper than a hotel or hostel. And the great thing about it is you have a kitchen sometimes, and it's a great way to cook. It's really nice to sit like outside and have a barbecue, or inside and just have dinner with friends without all the noises of the restaurant around you. So yeah, Airbnb is great for when you're in group. Keep in mind that also check-in is not like hotels because it's with normal people and normal people work, so they don't always have time to give you the key. Next up is my favorite one to book hotels. I just love booking.com because if you stay at 5 places, what I did, you get 10% off your next one. So yeah, great. And they always have like these insiders and taxes are already included. You can cancel. Some places have cancellation and you can like cancel until the day before, which is great. And sometimes you also just pay at the property, so you don't have to worry about paying right away. Booking.com is also great if you get a link, like you have your own link and you share it with your friends book and stay at a place, you get $25. Who cannot use $25? So you get $25 and your friend that stayed at the place get $25, but your friend has to stay there first before you get the $25. The last one in this sleeping subject is Hostel World. It's an app where you get just lined up all the hostels in the place you want to stay. It's a great way of just finding hostels. I use it sometimes because sometimes last minute you need a hostel and you need to know what's free at that moment. So Hostel World is really great to find the perfect hostel. Next up is booking cars and flights, and my ultimate favorite is Skyscanner. Who doesn't use Skyscanner? Come on. Skyscanner is really easy. They have a site and an app, and it is really easy to book a car too, not only flights, because if you book a car and you go straight to the, you click on it and then it brings you straight to the site of the car rental, most of the time insurance are already included. I got a great deal from Miami. My insurance are already included. I got a free second driver on it. The only thing you have to watch out with Skyscanner is that you are prepared to pay right away, because I got this tip from an auto repair, what I'm really grateful for. If you go on Skyscanner, you save with something or you just close it again, next time price will be up. So be prepared to pay right away if you want the cheapest of the cheapest. Flights are always great to find. Yeah, I use it for cars and for flights. You can also just book a car with the car rental itself. Most of the time they have, especially when you do last minute, they always have a great deal. And if you pay right away, it's cheaper too. So on their sites, you can most of the time you can find deals, and you can find some great deals. Another tip is like if you're a member, you can start collecting points, or sometimes you get 5% off. So don't be scared to just become a member, and then you can start getting points or getting 5% off or something like that. So don't forget to do that. Same with Sky Miles. If you know you're gonna fly a lot, or you're just flying, don't be scared to ask for Sky Miles or Sky Miles number, because when you rent a car with certain company, you can put in your Sky Miles too, and you can start earning miles. What is great, but I know you need a lot of miles to get free flights, but you never know. Just start with it. In my previous vlog, I talked about calculating distance, especially when you're traveling in America. The perfect app to see how far everything is Road Trippers. It's the perfect app to plan your road trip, like the app says itself. It will calculate the distance and the hours between the places and which place comes first. So it will make you it will make you road trip and show you which place best is going first, then second, then third, and it will give you a lineup. It's a great app. Try it. You just put in places and they will line it up for you. Next up is to gather your information or to stock your information, especially websites. I know you get a lot of websites together. So what I use is Symbolo. Symbolo is pretty easy. You can put it as your start page, and it's like you can make for every website that you have on favorites, or like on Symbolo, you make like a blog, and you also make pages. So if you like have a page for travel, a page for au pair, a page for I don't know what, you can stock all your websites in there, and just with one click you can go to the site. So Symbolo is kind of an easy way to place all your favorites on one thing and have an overview. It's my favorite one. I learned it in high school and I still use it. Next up is actually a great thing about America I figured out. So every state or even big cities will have a brochure or a travel brochure, and they will send it for free. You just go find the website. I found it on Google, and go to the official websites of the state or the city, and they will have a folder or a magazine, and you can apply for it. You can get it online, but I like to read in real paper, so you can order it online and they will send it to you. How great is that? And it's free. I can show you, like California has one. What's next? That's another one. Denver has one. And then because I'm going to Memphis, I just asked for a Memphis map tourist guide. Two others. One is for sure, I'm sure it's free, and it's Via. Yeah, sometimes they have really good tips. Like this one is about Big Sur, and I'm gonna visit Big Sur, so I used it a lot, and they will give you great tips, insider tips. Yeah, Via. And then my ultimate favorite, but this one is, I don't think it's free, but I get it from my host mom, so it's kind of nice. Sunset, but they're on Facebook too, and they have a website too, and they will give you great insider tips for traveling, road tripping. They always have fun stuff in there. So yeah, don't be afraid to order magazines. Next subject is the money. Of course, money is important. I have two apps for you guys, and that is one for when you're traveling in group, and one just to save your money. To save money, I use the app Capital. It's pretty easy. It also has this thing, guilty pleasures. So if you, like, for example, go for a coffee at Starbucks, you will automatically save to your Capital account. They also have Roundup. They have a few things you can set yourself, and it's really easy. So yeah, Capital is the way I save money. Then the second one is when you travel in group. I know sometimes it gets confusing who paid what. So another au pair actually learned me this app, and it's called Splitwise. Splitwise is really easy for group. If someone pays, they put the payment in the group, and then it will split. And then at the end, you can see how much you owe people and who you owe, and then you can also see who owes you money and how much. So Splitwise, great app for when you're traveling in a group. Next up is actually how I plan my hikes. And it's All Trails. All Trails is amazing. For people who follow me on Instagram, they can see that a lot of times I go for a hike, and this is how I find my hikes. All trails. You can just put in the place. Are you in New Orleans? You just put in New Orleans, or it will give you the hikes around you. So it's a great app to do hikes, and you can also, when you start your hike, you can just press start and you can see which line you have to follow to do the hike. It is great. I totally love it. Okay, next subject is like tickets, passes, restaurants, tips on that. The first tip I want to give you about food, especially when you're driving, get off the highway to go eat. The highway is known, those restaurants, that it's expensive. Just check out if there's nothing else, like get a little bit off the highway and go find a restaurant off the highway because that's cheaper. I just want to give you that tip if you want to save money there. First stop is the National Park Pass, because America has so many beautiful national parks and there is a pass for it, because normally you always have to pay per car you drive in. You have to pay a fee, and I think the fee is normal $20. And the National Pass is $80. It's good for a whole year. You can have 2 persons signing on it, so that means if you're the first person who signs on it and then you don't need it anymore, just sell it. Food, Groupon Plus. If you don't have it yet, get it. Groupon Plus, you can get cash back to go out for eat. Like for example, with Groupon Plus, we went with 4 people, I think. We went to a restaurant and I had a 20% like cash back. I think we ate for $7 because I got $21 back. Can you imagine eating great food for $7? It was good. Sneaky trick I want to give you is sometimes it's cheaper to instead of going into the restaurant, to take takeout, because then you don't have to tip that much. So if you want to save on tipping, get takeout food instead of going to the restaurant. That's a sneaky trick there. More tickets, like for snorkeling or a boat trip or anything, I use Viator. I don't know how to say it in English, so I say it kind of like in Dutch. Viator, yeah. Yourguide.com. It's a great way to find what you can do at places, and they always have good prices. And they have a lot of people that react to it, so you can see if it was a good tour or not a good tour. Next thing I really want to tell you guys, next up is more a thing for big cities. I know it's a little bit for tourists, but sometimes I like to be a tourist. It's big bus. I love big bus. Big cities can be hard to get around sometimes, especially they're big. San Francisco is so big. No way you can walk at all, so that's where a big bus comes in. Hop on, hop off. They have great deals, especially when you take a 3-day, you get a free evening tour. Evening tours are great. I can tell you, I did it in San Francisco, New York, Washington DC, Chicago, Las Vegas. So yeah, and if you get a ticket for a big bus, keep that ticket, because if you go to another big city, you can get discount on those tickets. So big bus is a great way to see the city, and the night tours are amazing, and sometimes you get like free entrance for Madame Tussauds or something. Then there is one more pass I want to give you. The tip I want to give you is the City Pass. I used it in Chicago. It's like 50% off of museums and everything. It's cheaper if you get the City Pass if you want to visit some few tourist stuff, and you get the Fast Pass, and I can tell you it feels good to pass all those people. Yeah, so City Pass, go check it out. They have a site. They have for Chicago, I think they have for New York too. I'm not sure all the cities they have, but you will save money there for visiting museums, attractions. Go check it out. Okay guys, that was it. Those were the apps and kind of tricks and websites I wanted to share with you guys. If you have any other tips, feel free to comment if you didn't like it, or you have questions or anything. Don't forget to put in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be in Mexico next week, so I will vlog about Mexico. It's gonna be my first hot Christmas, so I'm pretty excited. So if you don't want to miss that out, push that red little button down there, subscribe, and it will pop up when I put a vlog online about Mexico. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know you can follow me on Instagram, of course. And I'll hope to see you guys soon. Bye guys.